Tonight, something ancient is happening above your head. The strawberry full moon is rising, not simply to light the night, but to illuminate something hidden inside you. Across centuries, mystics believed this full moon was a celestial doorway, a moment when the universe whispers instead of shouting. And if you've been feeling different lately, restless, emotional, or strangely drawn toward change, this may not be your imagination. The energy surrounding this full moon is awakening 7 hidden spiritual signs, messages your soul has been waiting to receive. Some people will ignore them. Others will recognize them and discover that nothing in their life will ever feel the same again. Stay until the very end, because the 7th sign carries the most powerful message of all, along with a full moon ritual and affirmation that could completely transform your energy. Now, take a slow breath, quiet your mind, and let the moonlight guide you. The strawberry full moon has always symbolized completion, harvest, and spiritual awakening. Despite its sweet name, it isn't named for its color. Ancient tribes gave it this name because it appeared during the season when strawberries were ready to be gathered. Spiritually, that symbolism still lives today. This moon asks one powerful question. What have you been growing inside yourself, and are you finally ready to receive its harvest? Every full moon represents endings, but endings are never punishments. They are invitations. An invitation to release fear, to forgive yourself, to close the chapters that no longer serve your highest purpose. Under this moonlight, hidden truths become impossible to ignore. Your intuition grows louder, your emotions become clearer, and your souls begin speaking in ways your mind can finally understand. If you've been seeing repeated numbers, having vivid dreams, or feeling emotions you can't explain, keep watching, because these hidden signs may already be appearing in your life. 1. Your emotions suddenly feel stronger. Have you noticed that lately, small moments affect you more deeply? A simple memory, a random song, or a familiar scent suddenly brings tears to your eyes. This isn't weakness, this is awakening. The strawberry full moon shines its brightest light, not outside you, but within. It gently uncovers emotions you've buried for months, sometimes even years. Old grief, forgotten dreams, unspoken love, unfinished healing. Everything rises, not to hurt you, but to finally leave you. The moon cannot heal what remains hidden, so it lovingly brings everything into the light. Instead of resisting these emotions, allow them. Every tear, every feeling, every memory is washing away energy you've carried far too long. Healing rarely arrives through comfort, it arrives through honesty. 2. You keep seeing meaningful coincidences. Have you been noticing repeating numbers? 1111, 222, 444, or hearing the same message from completely different people? Perhaps someone's name appears everywhere. Maybe you think about a person, and suddenly they call. These are often called synchronicities. But spiritually, they're reminders that you're no longer moving alone. When your vibration begins rising, life starts speaking in symbols instead of accidents. The strawberry full moon amplifies your awareness, making invisible guidance easier to recognize. The universe rarely shouts, it whispers. Through perfect timing, unexpected encounters, chance conversations, books opening to exactly the page you needed, songs playing with the exact words your heart was searching for. Pay attention, because what seems random may actually be divine direction. Sometimes the answers you've been asking for have already arrived. You simply weren't looking with awakened eyes. 3. Your relationships begin to change. One of the most mysterious effects of the strawberry full moon is that it quietly reveals who truly belongs in your life. You may suddenly feel distant from people you've known for years. Conversations that once felt effortless now feel exhausting. Meanwhile, someone unexpected may enter your life, bringing a sense of peace you've been searching for. This is not coincidence. As your energy rises, your relationships naturally begin to reflect your inner transformation. The full moon acts like a mirror. It exposes connections built on fear and strengthens those built on truth. Some people are meant to stay for a lifetime. Others arrive only for a season, to teach a lesson, to awaken a part of your soul, and then gently fade away. Releasing these relationships isn't failure. It's spiritual growth. Sometimes the greatest act of self-love is allowing people to leave without chasing them. The universe never removes someone without making room for something better aligned with your destiny. So if someone walks away, or if you suddenly feel called to create healthier boundaries, don't resist. The moon is clearing space for relationships that nourish your spirit instead of draining it. Trust the process, because what is truly meant for you will never require you to abandon yourself. 4. Your dreams become more vivid. Have your dreams become unusually real lately? Perhaps you wake remembering every detail: a mysterious stranger, a glowing doorway, an old home, a river, a white bird, or maybe you've dreamed about someone, only to hear from them the very next day. During powerful full moons, the veil between the conscious mind and the subconscious becomes thinner. Your soul speaks most clearly when your logical mind is asleep. Dreams become sacred messages. Not every dream predicts the future, but every meaningful dream reveals something about your present. Sometimes your higher self is offering guidance. Sometimes your ancestors are reminding you that you're never alone. Sometimes your subconscious is simply showing you what your waking mind refuses to acknowledge. Instead of dismissing your dreams, write them down. Even the smallest symbols may reveal profound truths over time. A key, a staircase, the ocean, the moon itself. Each image carries meaning. The strawberry full moon encourages you to become a student of your own inner universe, because the wisdom you seek has always lived within you. You simply needed the silence of the night to hear it. 5. You feel an unexplainable pull toward change. Have you felt it? That quiet voice inside you, telling you that something has to change. Maybe your career no longer fulfills you. Maybe you've outgrown a relationship. Maybe you've started questioning the life you've always accepted. Nothing dramatic may have happened, yet everything feels different. This is one of the clearest signs that the strawberry full moon is awakening your soul. Growth rarely begins with certainty. It begins with discomfort. The universe doesn't always push you through closed doors. Sometimes it gently makes your current life too small for the person you're becoming. You begin craving peace instead of approval, purpose instead of comfort, truth instead of routine. This inner calling isn't asking you to have all the answers. It's asking you to trust the next step. The moon reminds us that transformation always happens in phases. Just as the moon doesn't become full overnight, your awakening is unfolding, one moment at a time. Don't rush it. Honor it. The path meant for you will continue revealing itself as long as you keep moving with courage. 6. Your intuition becomes impossible to ignore. Have you ever known something before there was any proof? You meet someone and instantly feel you can trust them, or, without explanation, you know it's time to walk away. That quiet knowing is your intuition, and during the strawberry full moon, its voice grows stronger than ever. Many people spend years doubting themselves, ignoring the whispers of their soul, choosing logic, even when their heart is trying to protect them. But this full moon invites balance, not fear, not impulse. Balance. Your intuition isn't loud. It doesn't demand attention. It gently nudges you again and again until you finally listen. You may suddenly feel drawn towards certain books, certain places, certain conversations, or perhaps you feel an unexpected peace after making a difficult decision. That's your inner wisdom, confirming you're aligned with your highest path. Trust those moments, because the universe often guides you through feelings long before it provides visible evidence. When you honor your intuition, you stop chasing answers. Instead, you become the answer you've been seeking. 7. You no longer fear letting go. There comes a moment during every true spiritual awakening when you realize that the greatest battle was never with the world. It was within yourself. The strawberry full moon doesn't simply shine across the night sky. It shines into the hidden corners of your heart, revealing everything you've carried long after it stopped serving you. Perhaps the greatest gift of this sacred full moon isn't what it brings into your life. It's what it gently asks you to release. Old pain that you've mistaken for part of your identity. Old guilt that convinced you weren't worthy of happiness. Old resentment that quietly stole your peace one day at a time. And old versions of yourself that no longer belong to the person you're becoming. There comes a quiet moment when your soul simply grows tired. Tired of pretending. Tired of proving. Tired of carrying emotional weight that was never yours to hold forever. And without force, without drama, without needing permission from anyone, something extraordinary begins to happen. You stop fighting. You stop replaying the past, hoping it will somehow change. You stop trying to control every outcome, every conversation, every person, because deep inside, you finally understand that peace cannot exist where control refuses to let go. You stop chasing people who continually fail to recognize your value. You stop begging for love that should have been freely given. You stop shrinking yourself to make others comfortable. You stop apologizing for healing, for growing, for changing, for becoming exactly who your soul came here to be. And in that moment, something beautiful happens. You don't feel weaker, you feel lighter, because every burden you release creates space for something far more powerful. This is what true awakening looks like. Not becoming someone completely different, not pretending to be perfect, not escaping your past, but remembering who you've always been, before fear taught you to doubt yourself, before disappointment convinced you that you had to settle, before heartbreak made you believe that love always comes with pain. Your authentic self has never disappeared. It has simply been waiting, beneath layers of fear, beneath years of self-doubt, beneath expectations that were never truly yours. The strawberry full moon gently pulls back those layers, not all at once, but enough for you to recognize the light that has always lived inside you. Remember, the moon itself never apologizes for changing. It doesn't cling to one phase forever. It doesn't fear becoming smaller because it knows its fullness will always return. And perhaps that is one of the greatest spiritual lessons the moon offers us. You are allowed to outgrow old dreams. You are allowed to change your direction. You are allowed to release people, places, habits, and beliefs that no longer nourish your spirit. Letting go isn't giving up. It's trusting. Trusting that what is meant for you will never require you to abandon yourself. Every ending creates space for a new beginning. Every goodbye opens the door to a new hello. Every lesson becomes wisdom. Every scar becomes proof that you survived and became stronger. Perhaps there is something your heart has been holding on to for far too long. A regret, a broken relationship, a missed opportunity, a dream that never unfolded the way you hoped. Tonight, under this strawberry full moon, imagine placing all of it into your hands. Every fear, every disappointment, every burden you've silently carried. Now, lift your hands toward the moon. Picture its silver light wrapping around everything you've been holding. Watch as that weight begins to dissolve, not because it never mattered, but because you've learned. You don't have to carry it anymore. Healing doesn't erase your past. It transforms your relationship with it. The memories may remain, but the pain no longer controls your future. And perhaps that's exactly why this full moon found you tonight. Not by accident, not by coincidence, but by divine timing. Because your soul is ready. Ready to breathe again. Ready to trust again. Ready to love again. Ready to become the person you were always destined to be. The next chapter of your life is already waiting. The door is already open. All that remains is your willingness to take one courageous step forward and leave behind everything that no longer belongs to the incredible future that has been waiting for you all along. If this message found you at exactly the right moment, perhaps it wasn't just a video. Perhaps it was a sign. If one of these 7 awakenings resonated with your soul, let us know in the comments by writing, "I receive this full moon energy." And if someone you love needs this message, share it with them. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell, because your next spiritual message may arrive exactly when your soul needs it most. Until next time, keep looking toward the light. And remember, the universe is always speaking. You only have to listen. Before you go, take one last look at the moon tonight, and remember, the light you've been searching for has always existed within you. If this message touched your heart, and one of these 7 hidden signs resonated with your soul, let us know in the comments by typing, "I receive this full moon energy." I'd truly love to know which sign spoke to you the most, and what you're choosing to release under this strawberry full moon. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell, so you never miss our next spiritual message, full moon guidance, or zodiac awakening. And don't keep this energy to yourself. Share this video with someone who may need this message tonight. You never know. Your share could be the sign someone else has been praying for. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. And thank you for allowing this sacred moment to become part of your journey. Until next time, stay connected to your intuition. Trust the universe. And remember, every full moon is a reminder that even in darkness, you were born to shine.